Oh, it's just your personality. That's the main reason why you can't get women. You just have a shitty personality. That's why you are lonely and unattractive, unappealing to women. How many of you have heard that BS over and over again in your life? Because I swear to God, it gets old really, really quick. Personality don't mean shit to a woman. If you are genetically blessed, genetically gifted, a woman will look over pretty much anything you do, any sort of negative trait you have, whether it's violence, emotional instability, anything. They will look over it 100% if you are attractive. They'll even allow you to cheat on them, basically, if you are attractive. It's pretty much like 1 in 4 women have suffered domestic abuse. So, depending on the study you look at, it's actually a very, very high percentage. So, what does that tell you? Kind of just tells you that women know how to really pick them, don't they? Because normally, women like men who are protective, aka violent, towards pretty much everything else except that woman. But as reality shows, it doesn't really work like that because over time, that violence starts to turn towards a woman. And that's why you are constantly hearing about women being bashed, women getting murdered within relationships. I mean, it's just the same story over and over again. So, it's looks that women are attracted to, not your fucking personality. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. I mean, I can point to numerous serial killers that have attracted hordes of women simply for the fact that they are good looking and, let's be honest, violent. Ted Bundy, Richard Ramirez, Jeffrey Dahmer, Paul John Knowles. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You take the halo effect, for example. It just kind of shows that humans are purely just visual creatures. I mean, within 2 seconds of meeting someone, we make a judgment on what that person is like solely based on their attractiveness levels, what eye color they have, what skin color they have, how tall they are, their physique. We automatically assume what their personality will be like based off of these traits. And normally these traits can be quite deceiving because some of the most shitty people can be extremely attractive. Um, so yeah, there's that. And unfortunately, I don't think this will ever change. Reason being, it's because it's hardwired into us biologically. So yeah, you can't really change something's nature. I mean, you can sort of cover it up a little bit through social conditioning, but there are certain innate traits that humans have that I don't think will ever change. Nor do I think humans actively want to seek that change in the first place. I mean, you look at society as a whole, especially with the capitalist system we live in. It's all based off of looks. I mean, you look at advertising. It's always, you know, good looking people up on billboards selling you clothes, perfumes, and all other kinds of shit. They want to make you turn your head. The main goal of advertising is to turn your head and to, in other words, appeal to the superficial nature of human beings. It doesn't take a genius to see that. Our society is built around superficiality and attractiveness. Your looks are the main currency in life. You can use that currency to basically buy a happy life. And if you don't have the genetic predisposition, then unfortunately you are not gonna be able to buy the happy life that you want. You won't be able to get the romantic partner. You won't be able to get the high paying job. You won't be able to get a decent social circle around you. And unfortunately, that's just the society we live in. Now, there are things you can do to improve your looks, be it, self care routine, surgery, but your genetics are going to be the main determiner of to what limit you can improve to. And there's always going to be a hard cap. I mean, you can only do so much to improve your looks before you hit the wall. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, there's even a reverse version of the halo effect as well, where it's based on your, let's say, negative physical features. People attribute negative personality traits to that. So they automatically assume that you are a basically shitty person. And even if you do many things to prove otherwise, it's very hard for others to be convinced that you are a good person, based on the negative first impression that people have of you. Um, so, so yeah, it's basically super hard to dig yourself out of a hole. Um, even if you never dug that hole in the first place, because the way people see you is largely out of your control at the end of the day. It's either you're liked or you're not liked. And it's very hard to maintain neutrality. It goes from one extreme to the other. The people just dislike you or they like you based off of features that are quite aggregated and stupid, to be honest with you. I mean, you kind of think about it, life is just one big popularity contest. And it's really easy to become tired of it. I mean, I'm pretty tired of it. I lived 27 years on this fucking earth, and I'm basically done, pretty much. Now, I'm not saying I would kill myself or something, but death doesn't seem too bad. Thinking about all this shit, you kind of just think, well, you know what? The eternal rest seems more and more worth it for every day that you live. So, yeah. But then I also feel sorry for people that are, you know, quite attractive because reason being is that we live in a state of impermanence and that your physical appearance is slowly eroding day by day and it's hard to maintain that. It's almost impossible. I mean, even if you're up for surgeries and whatnot, you're still going to look like shit um, as you age. So the age pill is a real thing, 100%. And once your looks start to go down the sink with age, it starts to become more and more noticeable in the way you are treated by others. And the self awareness of that is quite painful. It can be extremely hard. I'll make another video on that in the future. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.